Imagine a world beneath the waves, a silent kingdom older than the dinosaurs, where a strange and ancient intelligence waits in the shadows of the deep. These are the masters of the ocean, creatures of myth and mystery, possessing a mind so alien it challenges everything we know about the nature of thought. Look closely into an eye that sees the world in ways we cannot comprehend, a cosmic portal to a consciousness that has thrived for millions of years. Before the first dinosaurs walked the earth, these cephalopods were already hunting, thinking, and navigating the vast pressures of the prehistoric oceans with incredible grace. While human civilizations rose and fell, building monuments to their own greatness, the octopus remained a solitary ghost, a genius hidden in the salt and spray. With 500 million neurons firing in its body, why has this creature not built its own cities or reshaped the world in its own image? Is it a lack of ambition? Or is their form of success so radically different from ours that we simply fail to recognize their silent empire? Today, we journey into the abyss to solve the evolutionary paradox of the octopus, a creature that has everything it needs to rule, yet remains alone. This is not just a story about biology. It is a philosophical inquiry into the very meaning of intelligence and what it means to be successful. Join us as we explore why these 8-armed wonders have not taken over the world yet, and whether they ever truly intended to do so at all. The ocean holds secrets that are older than time, and the octopus is the most enigmatic keeper of those watery, deep-seated mysteries of the great blue. In the crushing pressure of the deep, a different kind of mind evolved, one that does not rely on the central control we find so familiar. Their intelligence is a decentralized marvel, a symphony of independent thoughts coordinated into a single, fluid existence that defies our traditional biological definitions of self. Imagine your arms having a mind of their own. 2/3 of an octopus's neurons are located in its limbs, allowing them to feel and think separately. Each arm can explore, taste, and even solve small problems without waiting for instructions from the central brain, creating a unique, distributed form of consciousness. This decentralized network allows for near instantaneous camouflage, as the skin responds to the environment through local sensory feedback faster than any human computer could process. They are the ultimate masters of disguise, not just changing color but altering their very physical presence to blend into the tapestry of the ocean floor. For an octopus, to touch is to know. Their suckers are packed with chemoreceptors, allowing them to taste everything they come into contact with in the world. This distributed intelligence challenges our human-centric view that a single, centralized brain is the only path to complex thought and high-level problem-solving capabilities. While we struggle to multitask, the octopus is a natural at parallel processing, managing 8 distinct streams of sensory data simultaneously with ease and precision. In laboratories around the world, scientists are stunned by their ability to navigate complex environments that they have never encountered before in the wild. With no bones to hold them back, they can inhabit any space, becoming a liquid intelligence that can flow through the smallest gaps in their environment. Their only hard part is a beak, leaving the rest of their body to be an ever-shifting, intelligent tool that adapts to any physical challenge it meets. Is there a self in the octopus, or is it a collective of 8 arm minds working in a harmony we can only begin to imagine? This thinking by touch makes them unique. They don't just see the world, they feel its very texture and chemical composition with every single movement. We look at them and see an alien, but when they look at us, what do they see? A slow, rigid creature trapped in a skeleton? Their biology is a masterclass in efficiency, designed for a life of high-speed reactions and total environmental integration in a world of constant change. They are engineers of their own surroundings, using water and light as tools to navigate and survive in the competitive theater of the coral reef. Behind those eyelids lies a mind that is constantly processing, learning, and perhaps even dreaming of things we cannot possibly hope to ever fully understand. Octopuses are the ultimate problem solvers. In controlled experiments, they have shown the ability to open child-proof jars and navigate complex mechanical puzzles with ease. They are among the few invertebrates known to use tools. Carrying coconut shells to use as portable armor is a clear sign of high-level foresight. Their legendary escapes from aquariums show a creature that understands its environment and can plan a route to freedom when the lights go down. They don't just learn by trial and error, they observe. They can watch another octopus solve a puzzle and then replicate the solution themselves immediately. This is not just instinct. This is rational thinking. The octopus evaluates the problem, selects the right tool, and executes a plan to achieve its goal. Whether it is a maze in a lab or a predator in the wild, the octopus relies on its superior intellect to outsmart rather than outmuscle. They adapt human trash into their own survival strategies, showing a flexible intelligence that can incorporate new, unnatural materials into their ancient way of life. Their tactical use of ink and camouflage is a sophisticated form of psychological warfare, confusing the senses of their enemies to ensure a safe escape. Large vertical lobes in their brain are dedicated specifically to learning and memory, making them the most cognitively advanced of all the world's mollusks. They even engage in play, a behavior usually reserved for highly intelligent mammals and birds, suggesting a mind that seeks stimulation beyond mere survival. Their communication is visual and immediate. By changing their appearance, they signal their mood, their intentions, and their warnings to the world around them. They are architects of the seafloor, creating fortified homes that protect them during their vulnerable hours, showing a clear understanding of permanent environmental modification. If they are so smart, why haven't they progressed further? Why aren't there octopus scientists or engineers building civilizations in the dark, silent trenches? The answer lies not in their lack of intelligence, but in a series of biological barriers that have kept them frozen in an evolutionary standstill. They have the hardware for greatness, but the software of their culture is limited by a fundamental, tragic flaw in their very life cycle. To understand why they haven't taken over, we must look at the clock that ticks inside every octopus, a clock that runs far too fast. The first great barrier is time. Most octopus species live only 1 to 5 years, a mere blink of an eye for such a complex mind. This process, known as senescence, begins as soon as they reproduce. It is a biological, self-destruct sequence that ends their life just as they reach maturity. She gives everything to her offspring, literally starving to death, to ensure the next generation survives, but she will never see them grow or learn. This is the second barrier, the lack of cultural transmission. Because parents die before their young hatch, there is no way to pass on knowledge. Every single octopus must start from zero. They cannot learn from the mistakes or the discoveries of their ancestors. They must rediscover everything for themselves. Imagine if every human had to reinvent fire, the wheel, and mathematics in a single lifetime, without books, teachers, or parents to guide the way. They are the world's most brilliant students in a school where there are no teachers and the library has been burned to the ground. The octopus is also a fiercely solitary creature. They do not form social groups, which prevents the sharing of information and the building of collective power. Life moves too fast for them to build a civilization. By the time they have mastered their environment, their biological clock has already run out. They are geniuses of the moment, masters of the now, but they are denied the luxury of a future built on the foundations of the past. From the moment of birth, it is a race against time. A race to eat, a race to learn, and a race to reproduce before the end. Their intelligence is spent entirely on immediate survival. There is no surplus energy or time left to dedicate to abstract art or complex engineering projects. Without a way to record their history, the octopus is trapped in a perpetual cycle of brilliant but fleeting individual lives that leave no mark. Each generation is a masterpiece of evolution, yet it is a masterpiece that is painted over and over again on a canvas that never holds. They live fast and die young, leaving behind only the genetic blueprint for the next solitary genius to repeat the same lonely, brilliant path. This is the curse of the octopus. A mind built for the stars, but a body and a lifespan tethered to the harsh, unforgiving reality. Perhaps they are not meant to take over. Perhaps their role in the grand design is to be the ultimate proof of life's infinite, varied creativity. In the silence of the abyss, they remain the most beautiful and tragic paradox of the natural world, a brilliance that refuses to be tamed. We often define success by our own standards: technology, architecture, and dominance over the environment. But is this the only way to measure a species? We are social creatures who rely on our collective history. The octopus reminds us that a high-functioning consciousness can exist without the need for society. Maybe they haven't taken over the world because they don't need to. They have already achieved a perfect equilibrium with their environment over millions of years. This is the danger of human-centric thinking. We assume every intelligent creature wants what we want: power, control, and a legacy that outlasts its own life. An octopus is a master of its own reality. In its short life, it experiences a depth of sensory richness that we can barely imagine. Nature does not have a single goal. Evolution does not always lead to a throne. Sometimes it leads to a perfect, fleeting moment of pure being. The octopus is successful by every biological measure. It has survived mass extinctions that wiped out the dinosaurs and reshaped the entire face of the Earth. It is a survivor, a versatile hunter, and a master of adaptation. In the cold logic of nature, that is more than enough to be a winner. We are the ones who are restless, always seeking to change the world. The octopus is content to change itself, to fit the world as it is. There is a profound wisdom in their silence. They occupy the niches of the sea with a grace that does not require conquest or destruction. When we encounter them, we are meeting a different branch of the tree of life, a branch that chose a path of individual, solitary brilliance. They challenge us to expand our definition of personhood and intelligence. They show us that there is more than one way to be conscious. In that gaze, we see a mind that is fully present, fully aware, and completely indifferent to our human world of steel and glass. Perhaps in another millions of years, if the barriers of lifespan and culture are ever broken, the ocean will see a new kind of empire. But for now, the octopus remains the king of its own private eight-armed world, a world that doesn't need our permission to exist. The tides will continue to turn, and the octopus will continue to dream in the dark, a silent witness to the passing of ages. Every movement is a testament to the power of life to find a way, even in the most challenging and lonely of circumstances. They are the dreamers of the abyss, and their story is far from over, even if it is a story we may never fully read. Did you know that octopuses dream? Recent scientific observations have shown them entering a state very similar to human REM sleep, their bodies reacting to internal visions. As they sleep, their chromatophores fire in rapid sequences, perhaps playing out the hunts, the escapes, and the encounters of their waking lives in a vivid, internal cinema. What does an octopus dream about? Do they see the colors of the reef in their mind, or is their dream world composed of textures and chemical tastes? The existence of REM sleep suggests a complex level of brain activity that goes beyond simple survival, hinting at a rich inner life of the mind. Sleep is a vulnerable state, yet the octopus brain demands it, spending precious time processing information and consolidating the intense experiences of its short life. If they dream, it means they have a form of subjective experience. They aren't just biological machines, they are someone experiencing the world from the inside out. The transition from dream to reality is instant. Their decentralized mind allows them to go from deep sleep to total environmental awareness in a heartbeat. This capacity for dreaming brings them even closer to us, bridging the gap between our mammalian minds and their alien, cephalopod consciousness. Their bodies are a canvas for their thoughts, a living screen that displays the inner workings of a mind that is constantly imagining and perceiving. In the quiet moments of the deep, the line between the physical world and the world of the mind seems to blur for these remarkable creatures. They are the true poets of the ocean floor, writing their stories in color and texture, even if there is no one there to read them. Every breath, every dream, and every change of color is a part of a larger, mysterious existence that we are just beginning to glimpse. The more we learn, the more we realize that intelligence is not a ladder with humans at the top, but a vast, sprawling bush of possibilities. In the grand tapestry of life, the octopus is a unique and vibrant thread, proving that a complex mind can thrive in the most alien of environments. They are the silent sentinels of the abyss, dreaming their ancient dreams while the rest of the world rushes by above them in the light. Maybe their taking over the world is simply the act of existing perfectly in a place where we could never survive without our clumsy tools. It is a world of shadows and dreams, a world where the octopus is the undisputed master of its own beautiful and fleeting destiny. As we leave the abyss, we carry with us the memory of those shifting colors and that ancient, watchful eye that has seen it all. Our journey through the deep comes to an end, but the mystery of the octopus remains as vast and deep as the ocean itself. We have seen their brilliance, their tragic short lives, and the barriers that keep them from building a civilization like our own. But in understanding them, we also learn something about ourselves and our place in the interconnected web of life on this blue planet. We are the storytellers, the ones who record the wonders of the world, and today we have recorded the wonder of the eight-armed genius. This video was created with a deep respect for the natural world and a commitment to showing the truth of these incredible creatures. Every frame you have seen was chosen to honor the complexity and the beauty of the octopus, a creature that deserves our awe and protection. It is through the combined efforts of scientists, filmmakers, and thinkers that we can begin to appreciate the true scale of life's diversity. We believe in the power of human creativity to tell the stories of those who cannot speak for themselves, the silent residents of the deep. Let this video be a reminder that we share this world with minds that are as complex and as worthy of respect as our own. This work was produced by human intelligence and passion, dedicated to celebrating the natural brilliance that exists all around us, often hidden from view. We hope this journey has inspired you to look closer at the world around you and to appreciate the miracles of evolution in every form. Thank you for watching, for learning, and for joining us in this exploration of the wonders that lie beneath the surface of the sea. The world is full of wonder, and as long as there are those who seek it, the secrets of the abyss will never truly be lost. Stay curious, stay respectful of the wild, and remember that sometimes the greatest intelligence is the one that chooses to remain a mystery.